Very
So
handy.
I shall follow Philip and Tammy. I have no idea what's happening, so yeah. Let's
Do you
that.
push past?
I'm sure it will.
Do you
work
push
fine.
past Philippe into the small room?
No, because I can't see shit, so I'm not going to.
So you stand behind your cat-haired friend and look into
Yeah, he's my bodyguard.
look into a small room.
Is Tammy sitting on?
Tammy is still in that space too.
And Tammy's just sitting. Tammy's sitting on your head.
Find your wife.
There are old
No, I have vision again.
crates and barrels in this room, and a fire in the middle of the room, and there is a kobold inventor holding a stick, looking at you as you both emerge down the corridor, going.
Okay, so do I still have action?
You can make an action, yes.
So the kobold is being noisy. Yeah, it's being noisy.
No, Jeff asked, how does that go again? And
Well, I thought you were just.
no, Jeff, it's you know take candle.
How much feet did I walk?
You moved 25 feet.
Probably your full moon.
So I've got like 10 feet.
So yeah, you
still.
can push into the room.
Alright, I push into the room. Go here. I'm gonna stab that guy.
Pick up the cat and then just move him aside. Yeah, pick up the cat.
Yeah.
Stab him in the
Roll
face.
it.
That was not stabbing
That's
him in
no
the
stabby stab.
You Dad. What the
You
hell?
missed.
I just stabbed the fire.
Somehow you
Oh shit, I missed.
Somehow you stabbed behind you.
I killed
You
Philip.
you swung back.
bloody
You
hell.
swing back with a scimitar, and there's a ding as you stab it into the barrel next to you.
And then I just turned to Philip and I'm like, and now you can't ask anymore why I never use a scimitar.
Zorin Vasithsegish.
I'm still at the same issue and I can't do anything if I get there.
In this room,
Fuck
They're
it.
fucking crowded.
in this room in front of you, you can see stuff if you wish to.
Yeah, but there's nothing squishy in there.
I'm aware there's nothing
You
squishy
don't
in
know
there.
that.
and I
You don't know that. Maybe there's a squishy armor.
and I hear shit going down from that way. So I'm
That's
just
alright.
gonna like charge in and use my movement to use my action to move, like to can I go there? Technically
Yeah.
I can. That's
You just basically just pushed Romad out of the way and he set off flying. Wow, crap.
He pushed Roma,
Push
Tammy,
everyone
Philip.
yeah, it's like full blown like American football, like fucking just full rush.
Tammy does several back cartwheels in the air. Wow!
And I'm just all up in this guy's face trying to fucking
Oh, that's it. I just noticed a little flag near Riordan's Torrent.
Yes, I have inspiration.
Riordan Ethrana.
I'm basically
Okay.
Seraphine at this point. Seraphine, what did you give him? Too much inspiration there.
I don't know. It was
It
was
was,
standard. I don't
it was
know.
half inspiration, half speed.
You inspired him too much. Ah! He's up alone.
That's that guy.
All I can hope is that everyone manages to miss this guy.
Yeah, okay, I can't. As a question, can I stand there, John, and attack
Yes.
Everyone just listens to
him?
still
Okay,
come
in
in.
which
I'll have
case,
to let
I
you
run
know.
over there,
Poor Tammy.
and I swing my quarterstaff at him.
Tammy's now spinning.
Wow. Well, he's dead.
That's
Why?
that's certainly a hit.
That is dead.
Why
That's not
would
just
you be
split.
spinning?
He's dead. What's the point? Why mince words? He's dead.
He's not dead yet.
He's done.
Can I use? Hold on. I'm still inspired, aren't I?
You are.
Yes,
Can I
you
use a
are.
roll to try and increase the amount of damage?
I don't
Or
think
what does it
so.
do? So I'm trying to remember what it does.
I think it's basically the D20 rolls you can try to make better.
Ah, fair enough. In which case, I'm going to use a key point and I'm going to hit him again.
It's written. He's dead.
That's
Now is
that's
dead.
another hit.
Already dead.
So you're
Is he
just
still-
eating the corpse?
Crack.
Okay. I have another.
Wait.
I have another
did
10
you just kill
feet
the
which I
boss?
can move.
Wait.
So I'm going to just run over here and see if I can see anything else which is danger.
Drat!
Did we just kill the boss?
I'm not sure that was the boss.
There's some more creatures going further down. I saw them.
Oh, of
What?
course there is.
Yeah, there's some more creatures that are down here. Just off the
Who the
map.
fuck? Oh, Jerry.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Kill.
Do I see anything around this? Do I see a trap at all which I've nearly broken through?
No, not yet.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Are we still in initiative?
No, we can move out of initiative now.
Finally.
Okay, someone check
In
the
which
part
case,
where Turing was
because of
earlier.
motion, I walk up. Is there anything down this corridor which I would have walked past which I need to say, watch out?
I come back into this room and hello.
Okay. Right, so as we stand up here, you can see up in the top corner, you can see there's at least two up.
Yeah, I noticed them. Let's get this.
I'm going. Is it possible to rummage through everything?
Yes.
Me and Theodas is basically just checking out the area, which is I think he decided to disappear anyway. I'm gonna check around this
can I-
area here.
Can I investigate those rooms?
Okay. Romad.
Can we take a rest period then?
Yes.
You can take a rest if you wish to take a rest.
Yeah. I think I'm alright at the moment, but then again, I would like to.
None of us actually took damage in that entire thing.
No,
so-
but I did use 2 key points. I would
Yeah,
like
but
to
if
get those back
I
for a
rest
short rest.
now, I might be able to use my powers, my spells
So-
again.
Actually, as well, I think actually it'd probably be advantageous for me to have a short rest as well, because I think my breath.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, my breath weapon. At
You
shot.
can take a short rest here.
Okay.
So select your token and press the short rest button.
Short rest.
Similarly, if any of you
Where is it?
have taken damage and you want to use hit dice, you can now press the hit dice and it will properly roll the hit dice and add that to your value.
Actually, I think I will as well. That's not my fault.
Where is the short rest thing at? Because I can't.
If
find
you
it.
don't have a short rest button, it's because you don't have any... Oh no, wait, you should have a short rest button. Also, why do you have that? Okay, cool.
I have the
Why do you have a
option
long
for
rest button but not a
long
short rest
rest.
button? I maybe decided to take your short rest ability away because as a bard you don't actually have anything that refreshes on a short rest. You just had a reminder that said, don't forget to use Song of Rest.
I don't even have
Okay.
anything on there either. I just basically just pressed the hit dice button again.
Yeah,
Um,
no, you've got a short rest button, Tanny.
I really don't see. I can't see it.
If you select your token,
Where is it?
it should be in the top right.
Yeah. What?
Would you like to use hit dash?
Yeah, I can't.
I already did it
I
anyway,
can't
so-
get the two to work together, so it just has to remind you of the thing.
Can you?
Yes,
Would
I've
you-
already done my
would you
hit dice anyway, I guess.
Would you be
John?
interested in using his dice?
Does
gonna
the
need to
short
use-
rest reset my spell slots
No.
as well? Or is it all
Just a
rest?
long rest or spell.
Long rest.
The only person who gets spell slots back on a
Okay.
short rest is Romad. But Romad gets far fewer spell slots than most everybody else.
I think there's certain wizards that get them back, but only like a few.
Should I even bother using my Song of Rest right now, or is everyone good?
Nah, I was good without it.
I'm good.
Alright, John, what's going on over here then? Because everyone check out this place here.
Okay. Oh,
Which space?
Torin and Riordan, your inspiration fades.
Yeah.
You feel
Nice.
depressed.
Like,
Romad and anybody else who pokes around that room. This chamber is a shrine to a god of some description. It can...
That's what I'm going to it now. After when I got there, I'm like, dude, seriously, I claimed this area, so back off. No, go away. No.
I have
Can
no
we-
idea.
You
who
have
this
no
is.
idea who this is.
I was gonna say, can we?
You can attempt a religion
check
check.
or a history check to find out. I don't know how good I am at religion. I
Religion.
guess we'll find out.
Well, Teddy knows everything.
Oh, give me it.
As
Me
do
and
I.
Harry knows everything. Me and Sophie knows everything. Like,
I love that the fact
My
that
religion
We've
zero
seen-
and still
We've
no more
seen the
anyway.
light.
I love that the fact that Torin and I are supposed to be the most experienced in religion and
Yeah.
did the shittiest.
We're technically the most spiritual people, and we just like the shittest.
you know nothing.
It's
I
fine.
don't think
What do we see?
in any D&D game ever I've ever successfully done a religion roll. Ever.
Try it on my spoon again. We'll see what happens.
Seraphine and Romad, this is a shrine to Keturlmak.
What the fucking... Bless you?
That is gibberish to me.
Can you write it down, because that's a bit hard to picture how to write it.
Keturlmak.
Well,
Is that-
Torin is fine with this. Wanders off.
Oh yeah, I can pronounce that. It's Katurmak.
It contains...
Oh,
The two barrels are empty, but atop one of them is a 3-foot-tall statue of the kobold deity made from bits of metal, glass, wood, and stone, with offerings of food piled around the base.
Oh, that's kind of sweet.
Destroy it.
burn it.
I'm assuming this deity is
There are
actually
two types
evil.
of
That deity is actually evil and is something that the kobolds worship, so it's largely a very
well, in that
vague
case-
figure of a dragon.
Another question. Can I sell this and get money out of it?
If you...
I
Wise
sell it.
to
It
disturb
might be
the
worth
shrine.
something to a collector, but it is also rather heavy, cumbersome, and difficult to carry.
Alright, fair enough. Right. Is there anything else around this barrel and then the shrine? It's just literally just empty.
Piles of rotting food, and that's about it.
I'm out of here.
And there is actually nothing else in any of the barrels or chests or anything else in the room.
You like any of the rooms?
Any of the rooms.
For the sake of it,
Exactly have
I
any-
am going to put the dire wolf claw that I collected earlier at the shrine as an offering. It might be evil, but it's better to have the gods on our...
I would try and...
Yeah, I better not piss them off.
So I take the dire wolf claw and I place it at the altar.
Okay.
I don't want to have anything to do with that.
Hey, Didas.
Hey.
I'm guessing that's how I do that. I don't know. I've just cleared it from the space. I'm presuming I put it there.
Romad, before we continue, at some point during the long rest, or short rest,
Short rest.
At some point during the
Then we
short
just
rest,
go to bed.
you were sat next to the fire,
Yeah.
and suddenly your entire attention is drawn into the flames, and there is nothing around you but the fire and darkness. And then the flames
Yeah.
flicker and dance and take on the shape of a woman in a long ball gown.
Mm.
And you recognize the woman as your patron.
Mm-hmm.
My dear Romad, it troubles me to see you in this place.
I'm fine.
I can see that's not true. You asked me for help, and I'm trying to give it to you.
I know.
Have you spoken to your family since you left?
Is this telepathic or am I actually speaking into the fire? It doesn't really weird person.
Tori's just staring at him like he's a crazy person.
You don't know, but you can't see anybody else.
I've spoken with them. They're quite hesitant about my request. But I have to do this. I have to save her.
Then this is the path you must walk. I will give you as much power as I can, but it's up to you to prove that you can do this. You will be tested.
I can deal with it.
I know you can. You're a brave soldier. You might even be a fine knight one day. You can save her.
Oh, my heart.
I will.
I wish you luck.
Can't lose her again. Not now. I've lost her once. I'm not letting this curse happen again.
I know.
Can't let it happen.
You're with the right people. I hope. You have the best chance. And suddenly the fire is just flickering in front of you. And your senses come back. And nobody else heard any of that.
Oh, thank God. Oh.
Anybody who was in the room with Romad just saw that he just stared into the fire for a good few minutes.
Yes. Spaced out. Hey, you spaced out for a second there.
Hey, it looks like you saw a ghost.
It's been a long day, to be quite honest.
It has been.
I concur.
This place is quite draining, especially when we have to deal with those spirits and such.
Yeah, they were scary.
This is not a good place. Tabby! I know what Tabby goes in. Like, okay. But yeah, this we need to move. I'm hoping we can move more faster. I can't.
Well,
You can't be lollygagging.
I just want to be out of here because I can't see shit without this light.
We'll show you the way. Don't worry, Torin. Most of us are basically, dark
So
vision.
shall we press on?
Onwards and downwards.
Onwards and probably downwards,
Onwards
but
and
I think we're going down and deeper into the caverns. Oh, hi there. Sorry, I just bumped into Theodas.
So Theodas and Romad and Philippe, out this way, the minecart track continues further downwards.
Alright.
Torin, should we follow them?
You can look
Oh,
upwards
you're
and
already
see the above level. And you can look
I'm having a look up.
and you can look downwards and you can start to just kind of make out vague details of what's below you.
We don't see the body of the.
You can't
We don't see the body of the kobold we threw in.
you
earlier.
can't quite see that
I
far
see.
down just yet.
No.
But you can see that there is
Okay,
a
so this place is a bit of a dead end.
there is a base to this mine, and you are approaching it.
They call it a main.
Can we tell how far down we've come so far?
You have gone down at this point about 100 feet.
So going from when we last found out?
From when you entered.
Okay,
So it's about 200-ish.
it was 200-ish feet from the other.
So if I were to look down at the moment, if I were to look down at the area, do I still not see the bottom?
You can start to make
Otherwise-
out that there is a bottom, but not.
Okay, cool.
Is that because it's too dark, or is that because it's too far away?
It's too far away.
Ah, fair enough.
Okay then. I'm
Trudging
seeing
along,
something.
singing a song.
And as you get to vaguely where you are, you can hear the screeching
We warned there are more
of
ahead.
kobolds.
There's more of them.
I thought you were about to say the screeching of a cart come rumbling down the track.
So,
Don't
Yeah,
give
that
him
would
ideas.
probably be a bit worse.
Don't give him ideas.
should we start rolling in?
To be fair, when we were up at the top, that was going to be my plan.
Yeah. Well, when we were up, and when we're down, we're down.
But now we're only half.
halfway up.
Neither up nor
Neither up
down.
Nah.
Would everybody who hasn't already please roll their initiatives? And if you could all get 7, that'd be great.
What is that? Oh,
Every single one of them, apart from one kobold, got more than 7.
It's really annoying how me and Theodas, like me and Scout, always get roughly the same kind of amount of initiative, and we're always at the same like one after another. I'm just like, come on, guys, what is going on here?
Yeah, this is not helping.
No,
It's not helping at all. The game is wanting us to do stuff, and I'm like, no.
the game
We
is
better
just
try.
like tempting us at every turn.
The game is like, be BFFs,
Sorry.
please.
Hold on one moment.
One moment.
Sims.
Then
Hey, hoping.
I know what you're doing.
Try that.
Disable fan fiction.
You've got
Yeah,
the slash.
thank God.
Slash disable fan.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh.
This
Is this the sound of a Star Wars fan meeting Mark Hamill?
Oh no, that's a very different sound.
Oh God, it's right in front of me. Oh no.
It's more nasally if it was one of them.
It's literally just like it's like you see like it's just like a little tiny kobold just going over it, like coming after the towering robot. Robot just like it's like a little toddler running after us.
This creature lurches up towards you, and from its back sprout a pair of large, leathery, draconic wings.
Oh fuck
Mm.
God!
It can't fly!
that's it's not a kobold.
He
It's a
looks just
special
kind of about
kobold.
in
It's like-
robot. He's like, oh.
It's a special kobold.
It's like that gremlin in Gremlins 2 that injects the bat DNA.
Yeah, but it's still shit.
It is still shit and misses.
Winged turn.
Wait a minute, what? It attacked me. It attacked me, right?
Yeah, well, I tried.
Yeah,
It did not manage to
So
actually
I
hit
had to.
you.
Is it going for suicide, this one?
Well, now I'm just hungry and wanting things.
Philippe,
Don't worry, you'll get
Yes.
kobold wings.
it is your turn.
So,
Kill this gun.
so I start my raging and start then itching. So, just in the bird. 16.
That is a hit.
Hey!
Who's slapping their butt?
That shall be Sean.
That's me slapping my thigh.
You have thighs? Are there thunder thighs?
Seraphim.
Tis me.
Tis
What
you.
do I? What do I want to do? That is the wrong arrow thing. That's not the one I want to be moving.
Tear these kobolds to pieces with your bare
Tammy, I
hands
just realised that Tammy is over there.
and eat their wings, apparently.
Oh yeah, I'll catch Tanny up with you.
I don't think I'm strong enough for that.
No, I've got her. There we go.
Spells. What spells do I have?
She's not in the turn list, Tammy.
Hi there.
Hello.
No.
John, I have a question. Could I use my invisibility?
You can.
What? Seraphim,
Alright, I'm gonna do that.
You put on the one ring.
Oh my God.
Your bard says a few words and then vanishes from sight.
We just hear her say something. You go, what? And she's gone.
Bye, Seraphim.
Bye, Seraphine.
Bye, guys.
Later, dude.
Yeah, literally, she stood right in front of me. So like, hang on, what the fuck is she?
She stood right next to me, like, okay, Seraphine, this is what we got.
I don't know.
What would you
Where did the bushes
What would you
go?
like to do now that you are invisible?
I'm gonna give everyone a
Um,
veggie.
No, please.
I am going. Don't worry, I'm not going to. Let's see.
Damn.
How far can I move? I can go.
I totally could, but I'm not gonna.
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move to. Wait, I gotta first select my character.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna, do the one in front of me. I'm gonna use.
Hello, the gaming turtleman.
Hello.
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 The gaming what?
Turtle.
Turtle.
Turtling.
Turtle.
Bird.
No.
Could I stab it with my
You
dagger?
can. You will have advantage for stabbing, but it will also make you visible again.
Okay, then, is there something I can do while I'm still invisible that won't,
You can't attack
destroy it?
or do anything offensive while invisible.
I think it's a concentration spell as well, so I don't think you can actually really do
Yeah, it's like
much.
kind of a laser concentration, isn't it? I think that's what Sean said, and I literally just went over it. My memories are sorry.
Yeah, you should
Okay.
be. I'm deeply
Well,
saddened.
I still have 10 feet that I can move after this, so I'll stab him and then I'll run my last 10 feet.
That is a hit, but roll again in case you get a critical.
Okay.
Because you've got
Stabby
advantage.
So
stab.
just hit dagger.
But you're invisible to you. Nah,
Yeah. Roll the damage.
Okay.
Le damage. HG.
Okay.
And then before my turn ends, I'm just gonna move 10 feet this
He will
way,
get an attack of
just so he
He
doesn't.
will get an attack of opportunity against you if you move away from him.
So should I stay there then?
If you
Where I was before?
stay, he attacks on his turn.
If you stay, he attacks. If you move away, he attacks. Either way.
Then I'll just move away.
Good. Get attacked twice.
Could well miss because these guys are.
Yep.
See.
We forgot we are facing
You-
Get behind us, quick.
Little did we know, this is a group of a very rare group. Of
Hey, food again.
You run up
Don't die.
and just appear in front of him, and he just wildly swings out of you.
Who's getting hit again?
Seraphim was
no one got hit.
swung at.
Oh, okay.
Targeted.
I was gonna say if it was Theodas again, I'm like, God damn it, Theodas.
Hey!
Well, you always get hit, bless you.
No.
This is a really interesting food.
No.
I have more armor than you have. So no.
Did you
I
try
shouldn't
it?
have
I wanted
moved
to throw you off the ledge if I wanted to. So shit.
Oh, this one does.
22 doesn't hit you.
What do
Oh,
you
no,
think,
that does
John?
hit.
22 to
That
who?
was hit.
Seraphim.
I can't see that far. I have no idea what's happening.
So that's 4 points of damage.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Oh.
Torin Vasutsagier.
One, two, three. Can't get to Seraphim, but I can get. I think I see one around the corner. One, two, three, four. It's how many squares can I move? 6 squares?
6, yes.
So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. I actually can get that.
Yay.
So yeah, I run up next to this one, and I'm going to try and twat it out of the air with my hammer.
Go right ahead.
What?
17.
That is a hit.
Destruction.
Actually, that's more. Do I get advantage on it? Because it was.
Torrance new weapon to fly squad.
Doesn't matter. I just like literally hammer down, just smack it out the fucking air.
There's kind of a pair of wings still hung either side that slop to the floor.
Oh. Oh, you wanted wings, Seraphim? Well, here you are.
Bad Kobold. Bad.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thanks for the wings, Torin.
Sean, a kobold runs up behind you and clangs into your armor.
Did you spit on him?
It's just like. Just, I was like. No.
Sean,
Oh,
another kobold runs up next to you.
This one is advantage.
This one might hit me.
25.
Yes,
Ow.
it does.
That's
hit me.
7 points of damage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oop. I look mildly impressed at this one.
Another chittering one runs up next to you.
Oh my god, they're like flies when they kick.
19.
I hate it.
19 does
4
hit me.
more points of damage, please.
1, 2, 3,
Oh,
4.
Torin.
You got cocky, Torin. You said no one got his.
Doesn't matter. They're doing fuck all to me.
Give me a few rounds.
Yeah. But all of the teams now have fucking.
Romad.
Yes. Oh, I'm a little bit of a dilemma right now. I'm assuming those are like just flying
Yeah, they're-
around like nobody's
They're
business.
flapping. Flappy, flappy.
But they noticed us, right? Was it the one
Oh
that
yeah, they've
basically,
seen you. They're coming
covered us
towards
up,
you.
right?
on their way.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna worry about these two guys. So I'm gonna. What's the best?
Hold your action.
I don't know what kind of. I might get shatter again with these guys. If that's possible. Unless I use Shadow Blade on them.
I think that's a ranged ability.
That's right. So basically, I can just throw at one of them, like this one here.
Yep.
Yeah. Just like feet. So I'm gonna try and use Shadow Blade. And I'm at this point, Romad is not kind of confident. He's thinking, okay, if I try and get this one down, I might not have to worry about much of it. He's like, I'm gonna give this a shot. So give me a second. So I'm gonna use Shadow Blade on that guy, and let's see. 2.
Whoa. That's a lot of text.
Dear God.
He's now concentrating on Shadow Blade.
You weave together threads.
I didn't know what I did.
Shadow to the magic sword lasts until the spell ends. Okay.
We small cat. No.
Oh, I gotta wait.
Of course, I was very, very drunk.
So, roll an attack with advantage.
On Shadow Blade again.
No, you roll it with your hand axes, just for the sake of rolling the dice.
Oh, just press that. Oh, okay.
That is a hit. So roll me 2d8 damage.
2d8.
Slash roll 2d8.
Slash roll 2d8.
2d8. Boink.
8.
So Romad reaches out, and the shadows coalesce around his arm and form into a short sword that he just flings out over the void.
No, it's a shadow shuriken. It's a shadow shuriken, guys.
And as the short sword spins through the air, it turns into a Sharingan that just neatly chops this kobold flying through the air in half and embeds into the wall on the other side. And then as the turn ends, it just and disappears. There's still shadow wrapped around Romad's hand, and as a bonus action, you can use it to reappear.
Okay, cool.
So while you are still concentrating on this spell, you can use a bonus action on your turn to have the sword reappear in your hand.
Yeah, I'll use that as my bonus action.
So, a second sword of shadow appears in Romad's hand.
Yeah.
Theodas.
I take my short bow. If
Come
I
on,
should
do it!
do,
We
I
need to
should
give him
Tammy as
You
well.
can miss.
Give him inspiration. We got
You can miss Tammy.
Sorry? I can miss Tammy?
You
or-
will miss Tammy.
Tammy. Tammy's fine.
What if he deliberately wants to hit
I mean,
Tammy?
I don't
If you
to
want,
miss Tammy.
if you want to hit Tammy,
Come on,
you
Tammy's
can
fine,
hit
guys.
Tammy. That is a hit.
Tammy's hit. Oh my god.
It's not enough to kill the guy,
God damn it.
but it does hit.
But it's got an hit. He's hit.
Does it do an effect since it was actually flying around and receiving an arrow at the same time?
Let me have a look. He's just stunned for a second and he stops flapping his wings and just...
I show him the finger.
But before he disappears into the darkness, his wings start
Come on,
flapping
you're
again.
never something like that.
Oh, really?
I
Rude.
just show him the finger like.
Mm.
Riodan.
I'll get you.
Is the guy still flapping around, flying around, able for us to
my
throw
job.
anything at him?
Are we able to throw
You
shit?
are able to throw shit at him, yes.
In
we have kobolds?
which case, I'm going to throw a dart at
Okay.
him.
Dart?
God.
You hit.
I'm going to use a
Huh?
key point. Can I use a key point for this one? It's still the.
It's a monk's
an
weapon.
unarmed attack, isn't it?
Yeah, is it classed as a
Isn't it-
monk weapon?
Could this be like an advantage though? he's hit?
No, because he was just stunned for a second and came back to
Okay.
himself. So.
Darn it.
Do-do-do-do.
Darn it.
Monster save me.
Because obviously the thing I'm asking is, can I use a flurry of blows and try?
No, you can't.
He's just throwing every dot in the world.
Okay, so in which case that's me done. Obviously it hasn't hit him.
Sadly,
I just
no.
turned to Riordan and said practice range.
You have managed to hit a dartboard somewhere. You're not sure where or how.
Somewhere in Ipswich in our world. the darts on just-
Alright then.
I hit someone with a short bow.
I'm proud of you, Theodore.
Actually possible.
I do have it's tears forming out of Theodore's eyes, like, oh god, like, anime, like proper anime tears.
Oh, hello.
Get back.
You seem to be bleeding, mate.
13.
God.
Doesn't hit.
Swing and a miss.
You reveal the finger again.
Yeah.
Philippe.
Let me have this one.
Which one? Which one?
The one in front of me.
Okay. So can I go around and arrive here?
Come join the
Yep.
party.
We're having a great party. We're
So
playing
I
King
attack
Earth.
this one. Help, guys.
Are you having fun?
I'm precise and raging in case I need to.
That is a hit.
Raging.
He's raging.
12.
Ouch.
Think of your flying, you're squatting a fly, guys. It's
Whack.
literally like newspapers and fly squatters. Tammy! Tammy starts stabbing the one that's right next to her.
Yep.
And Tammy has advantage.
Thanks to me.
It's just stabbing in the ear.
Right in there.
Stab it in the wing.
That is a hit.
Right up in there, like sticking sword right on.
What's that?
I think he's dead.
No.
He's not dead.
Seraphine.
My turn. All right. What do I want to do?
What to do?
You do anything if you believe in yourself.
Romad, all these words of encouragement. I just love them. You're the one inspiring me now.
We all
Don't you get
believe in
inspiration?
you.
Can't you get inspiration?
Have you considered multi-classing into
Bard Warlock.
Warlock?
Or like happy.
That'd be pretty intense if we could. All right.
Bard lock, if you will.
Look.
Can I use Dissonant Whispers on... One second. On this guy.
You certainly can.
All right, let's give that a go.
Shatter his psyche.
Oh,
All subs expended.
not at that level you can't.
Oh no!
No. We really need a long rest.
What kind of madness?
Oh.
I have just
Oh,
one.
wait, no, you won't be able to.
I have just one slot left in level 1. as well.
You can do it at level 2, but you've only got one spell slot left at
I'll
level
do-
2.
Retreat.
I am just going to instead just back up a bit.
You can hide behind me if you want.
And as I run away, I just yell to Philip and Torin, "You guys are on your own. Good luck." Just and then run.
That will be fine.
Yeah, we've got the ranging cat and the angry dragon ball.
Torin Vesithsegiash.
Right.
Your young gnome
Okay.
friend has just
Which one-
run the F away.
I noticed said thing, and which one of these would I be more pissed off at? The one that hit me or the one that tried?
The one that hit you, I think.
I think the one I'm facing is the one I would go
Okay.
at. So I am going to. I'm going to swing my war. I don't think I need to rub funk.
I mean, you can choose to rub funk after the hit.
Yeah, but you gotta you gotta decide before you roll the damage. That's the only problem.
Fair.
I don't want to waste the funk rub.
True. I mean, you never want to waste funk rubber.
So either way, 21 to hit
that is a hit.
and I'm
That
just
is a
going
hit
to
and a
just
half.
swing at the fuck up, yeah, for that.
You knock that one clear out of his wings as well.
That one was a backhand, so it's kind of like and then to make sure this one doesn't like go running after our little gnome friend. Like, come at me, you scaly fuck!
And he will try and fail.
Clink.
You have blunted his knife.
This one just click. You just kill me.
Romad.
Yes, it's a second. Okay.
You are holding the shadow blade once more.
Okay, I'm gonna leave Turin with that one then. So, alright. I'm gonna move here a little bit more. I still got the ruler on. We move here forward, and I'm gonna use the shadow blade again.
Against which target?
Well, this one.
Why?
Do you want to take this one?
I mean, I think it's got 1 HP left. I
Well,
think I can take it.
If that's the case, then I'll let you deal with him, and I'll deal with this guy over here. Then.
Okay. Roll your...
No, 10 is not in line.
Roll your best shot.
What should I use? Should I use hand axe?
Yeah, use the hand axe again for the attack roll.
The hit.
Oh, I didn't press it. I keep pressing the wrong one. I keep pressing the equipment one, then the attacks and spellcasting one. Oh, that didn't go well.
That is a miss, unfortunately. You fling out the sword. It turns into the Sharingan as it spins across, but it clatters to the ground and then dissipates.
Landing right next door to the door.
Second best's never good.
Yeah. There's a bar in Ipswich where a dart suddenly hits the dartboard and a sword just goes.
Shooting gun, you mean a shooting gun?
You can use your bonus action to draw the sword back out again.
Call it back.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll use my booties. My bad.
Theodas.
I'm just gonna use my
Smack it!
scimitar.
Okay.
Doesn't hit.
Oh!
That is a miss.
Honestly.
Why do we have the same numbers?
Okay.
Ryodan.
Because
It's
you
not me.
think.
Roll 20. I think it's telling us.
Actually,
that, and
it
I'm
was
really not
like
happy with
you were doing a dance.
You
You
had your
you were
turn.
perfectly in sync.
All right, Redden, your turn.
For God's sake, kill
You had
this.
your turn.
He doesn't whack it. He just like taps it and then it just dies. It just falls down.
After that, I'm also going to do the
You,
vendor key.
you boop it on the nose and it
Yeah,
dies.
pretty much.
I'm then going to
You were right, it was
run
at
straight
1
over
hit
to
point.
here. And then I'm going to hit this guy.
In the face.
Well, I was thinking more lower down.
So you
Facial
In
do.
these testicular regions.
That is a hit, and
remember you got a.
They don't have testicles. They're lizards.
Everything they have a test.
And
Has
then
test
after that, I
I mean,
still.
they have to. They have to
Because it was only
reproduce
20
somehow.
flies.
You
I have a
just
bit
need
of time
a
to
frog
run as well, so
amphibian.
at the same time, I then run over to here as my last, just in case someone comes out.
okay.
Come at me, bro.
Come at me, bro!
I would flee if I was him.
You know what? I'm going to be a lawyer. And flies off.
Hello.
Oh, so he knows he's an arsehole. It's just...
Does a
I'm
7
merely
hit you?
No. No, I just merely spit on him.
Philippe.
Yes.
The kobold you were fighting have gone away now.
Yes.
To death
They're,
and beyond.
they're various body parts and squishy things now.
It's apparently lizard's testicles.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna explore this part of the way while you still with the last of them.
Okay.
Careful, maybe on the kobolds.
Last one.
Tammy!
Tammy! I'm gonna let John do this because unfortunately Tammy's got a mind of her own.
Fuck this shit.
Damn it!
God damn it,
Love
Tammy!
it.
Jeez! It's just like pecking the back.
In the dark.
She plunges her short sword
Anything.
into its back. Seraphine.
Okay, it's my turn.
Alright.
What can I do now?
Don't you have a sling?
You have 1 second level spell slot,
I do have a
or
sling.
you have a sling.
I don't know how long it's going to be before we get a long rest, so I'm going to hold back on using my I'm going to hold back on using my spell for now.
Judging by the fact
And
that spellcasters are very low, we might have to get long resting quickly.
Yeah.
Sooner
Yeah.
rather than later.
so I'm going to use my sling on this
Okay, roll it.
ship.
It's a kobold, not a ship.
It is a kobold.
I don't care what its proper term is. It's a shit.
It's racist.
I don't care about the proper pronoun right now.
That is immensely racist.
That's what God's voice has sent us this time.
Well,
That
the kobold's going to have to deal
that
with
is
it.
a miss, I'm afraid.
See what your race is.
Torin
You
Vasitasegish.
guys just see the little stone just fall into the pit below.
Oh man, I needed that.
Well, even then, I don't think I'd actually get there to do anything if I were to go back and try and help them with that thing.
I'm going
So-
to with moment doing
Is that-
that.
I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, no, I probably can. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, I can. I think.
Move your waist then.
30. I believe.
That looks about right.
Hello.
Hello.
Very careful so
Right,
as you
Mr.
don't push
Hammer.
Romad and Theodas.
Just shove both of them into
Ah, fuck!
So, yeah, I'm going to try and twat it out of the sky with my hammer again.
That
No, never
that
mind.
that is a
Oh.
hit.
He's dead. Bye.
Dear
No need
Christ.
to. No need to roll the damage. We all know he's dead.
Please tell me it's dead.
Well,
I'm gonna be dead.
fuck it. I'm just going to roll damage
Yeah. He's dust right now.
Once again, overhead, straight down into the pit.
Can I listen to how long it takes for him to fall?
we all cup our ears to listen.
Oh!
No. 200 feet.
Pretty far.
Make a
Yeah, pretty-
nature roll.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, it should be about 100.
Is that all of
All of
us?
us?
Or just
Anybody who
some?
cupped their ears and listened.
I did it. 13.
I wasn't.
I'll do it. Why not?
I was
Tammy,
focusing on being ready for an
do
attack.
nature.
Tammy isn't skilled in nature.
Jesus, I both put both hands on my ears and just go
You really
la
didn't
la
want
la la la. I can't
What-
hear anything.
What ability does nature?
You didn't quite get what we were doing, so she actually just covered her ears.
I'm just like, I don't want to hear it. I don't
What
wanna hear
ability
it. I
does
don't wanna
nature
hear it.
come off of?
Wisdom? No, intelligence.
That explains it. I'm not the brightest bulb in the.
Why do we have religion suddenly?
Okay.
Is it?
My faith tells me it's about 100 feet.
Theodas and Torin, you both think that it's 100 to 150 feet down. Maddie says. Tammy says.
What do I say? What do I say?
Nothing. You can't.
Seraphim says, I don't know. And Tammy
It's a distance.
Tammy says it's about 125 feet.
And
Right,
I'm just
right,
wondering
right,
if it's some kind of
yeah,
ritual
I'm not
to
listening now.
estimate the fall of an enemy.
That's what you said.
Would it? I know that who. Oh, I feel lost.
This is a genocide we're doing.
Well, they attacked us first.
Did they?
Yes.
That's such a childish response. They did it first.
Yeah, they actually threw shit at me, so they deserve to die.
They threw shit at you first. We were sneaking along, minding our own business, and they attacked us.
Fecal matter.
Well, let's check and see if they've got anything around here then. Probably nothing
Yeah,
again.
let's take a look around. Investigate.
Let's go through their shit.
Do we go investigate?
You can go investigate, and if you want. This appears to be the
Yeah.
It's a room.
this is a room.
This appears to be the shit here.
This is a slightly nicer quarters than the room further up the track that the rest of the kobolds were in.
I apparently know it.
Seraphine
apparently
knows.
know-
Seraphine even
I know
knows
what-
who originally carved this cavern.
It
I know what paint they have on
It
the
was
walls.
not-
The exact name of the
it was not originally carved by kobolds.
Why perception, Philip?
Where I stand
I'll investigate as well. I know
to
nothing.
We both
see
don't
if there
know
are-
anything.
to see if there are traps.
So I'm just guessing that this was previously carved by, well, whatever miners were in here, and then the
Dwarves.
kobolds came and
Well,
just.
I think it's a safe bet with dead.
We cannot assume.
Oh yes,
We
we
can't
can
assume
assume.
that it was dwarves.
Oh yes,
You
we
are-
can assume it
We
was
can assume
dwarves.
as much as we like, whether we're correct or not. It's a different matter.
Judging by the beard hair in the cracks,
You
I
can
could
safely
see-
assume, Seraphine, that this was indeed a dwarven mine.
Okay, so maybe it was a dwarven mine.
Um,
So the kobolds came along and just, destroyed them and then set up camp here, I
It's
suppose.
what the
I
spirits
love that.
were telling me.
I love that the one that did a 21 investigation just like that said exactly the contrast and you were wrong.